Hey everybody, and welcome back to the board meeting. Today's video we are going to be talking about four unknown games that I champion, or at least lesser known games that I think should be propped up a little bit more than what they have been in the past. And if you have watched this channel for a while, these are four games that I have talked about previously on different videos. They've maybe made my top 10, some of my top 10 videos that I've made even. But yeah, these are games that are just not really well known, and I think they need to be talked about a little bit more. And for this video, I really want people to chime in, tell me the games that you champion, that you talk to your friends about, that you try to encourage people to try out, that are just not well known in the board game universe. At least not as well known as they should be. So let's just jump right into it with our first of four games. There's going to be two pretty light games and then two like medium to heavyweight games here. So we're going to start with the light games. The lightest of them all is A Game of Thrones Hand of the King. This is a game I've talked about many times. I think I did a how to play video of this a long time ago. This is a grid movement game. You are going to have a 6x6 grid of these cards that are family members in the Game of Thrones TV show / books. And you are going to be moving the Varys card. And you're going to be moving that Varys card orthogonally, uppy, downy, lefty, righty, and taking all the family members that you go through of one particular family. And you are trying to get the majority of each of these families. If you have the majority, you get a banner. At the end of the game, after all these cards have been taken, whoever's got the most banners wins the game. I love this game. I've bought in this game probably 10 to 15 times just for giveaways, because this game usually costs around $4 to $5 if you can find it on sale. It's about $4 or $5. If you can get it for that price, if I ever made a top 10 bang for your buck games, this would be up there. It is light, it is fun, but it's got some strategic value to it. One game that I've played a ton of and I've shown a ton of people. So A Game of Thrones Hand of the King. Our next up is another little card game. This is Hats. Hats is an Alice in Wonderland themed card game. It's a hand management game. You're going to have this hand of cards. There's going to be a board with the cards on it, and you are going to take one of the cards in your hand, place it on the board, and replace the card that was on that spot and put that card into your tableau area. And you're going to do that until the end of the game, until you have no more cards left. And at the end of the game, the cards that are in your tableau area are going to be worth however many points that color's card is on that board. So you're going to be manipulating that board back and forth with another player. This is best as a 2-player game. You can play it up to 4 players, 3 players. It is definitely the best at 2 players, in my opinion. I really like it. It's a good-looking card game, fun game, strategic, and very fast. It takes 10 to 15 minutes to play this game, and one that I play pretty regularly, actually. So next, we're going to go to our medium and heavyweight games. Our first is Circadians First Light. Circadians First Light is a Garfield game. This is a dice worker placement game, and it takes place in space. Well, actually, it takes place on a foreign planet, where you are going to be rolling your dice like normal, placing out your dice on different places. You're going to be gathering resources, using those resources to buy other things, do different things around the board, negotiate with aliens, just in the name of getting points. I mean, it's definitely a resource management game. Your resources are really hard to come by, though. You're working with a real minimalistic type resources here. I really like this game. It's one of my favorite dice worker placement games. It's a Garfield game, like I've said, and they never disappoint me, it seems like. So yeah, you definitely check that one out if you've not played it or heard of it. Fun game, especially for those people who like dice worker placement games like myself. Our last game is, in my opinion, the heaviest out of these three. And this one kind of seems to have like a cult following. It's probably the most well-known, but it's not even in the top 1,000 on BGG yet. And it's an older game now. Well, it's getting older, I should say. It's not older. This is Castell. Castell is a game that takes place in Catalonia. I believe I talked about this game many times on this channel. It's a heavier game where you are going to be moving around the board gathering up more Castellar tiles, and these tiles are numbered. And you are going to be participating in festivals around the board, making the best Castell group that you possibly can. You are going to be, and there are rules for how you can place your Castellars. They can only have 3 in a row, and all the other ones above it have to be smaller Castellars. But you're going to be training those Castellars throughout the game, breaking those rules. You're going to get them stronger. You can break the line rule where you can have more than 3. You can break the rule where you can hold a heavier Castellar. It's a really fun, really heavyweight game. It's a big game. It takes up quite a bit of space. But yeah, it seems to have like some people that really, really like it, including myself, but it doesn't make lists very often, it seems like. But yeah, it's definitely one you should definitely check out, Castell. Now, that is these 4 games, but I really want to hear everybody else's. What game do you champion? What is the game that you would recommend for everybody, for myself and for all the other commenters on here? What are the lesser known games that you want us to check out? But yes, that will end this video. And if you did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe to see more weekly content from me, Shane, at the board meeting in the future. I hope you all have an amazing day. Take care, everyone.